Hello, this is Alistair for this vlog of games, 4 Minute Moto Daily Challenge, self-made emo Bobby for the, it'll be the 19th now for you lot. This is the 16th for me because I'm recording this shit. But the randomizer picked up Shanghai today, and obviously I only got London for the extreme modes. So yes, we're fucked. This is quite a nice start to it, to be honest. Man. Right. Anyway, the article is from Kotaku. Kotaku? Is that it? Kotaku? Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, it's how those most affected by feel about Twitch's lax moderation. Oh, it's to do with Twix moderation. It's to do with Twix moderation, yes. It's moderation on the Twix chocolate bars. Yes, that's how we deal with this shit. As an ecosystem, Twitch has a lot to answer for. Users taking advantage of the IRL tag to livestream their sexual harassment and bullying of others. Banned accounts and often coming back to 24 hours regardless of the severity of the acts committed, and barely a finger lifted by moderation staff to find these bad apples. Hang on, what's this about people livestream bullying? Oh, this was interesting. And I hope it's not the new wave feminism of sex harassment, i.e. you're a man. You're just a man just sitting there. Experiment about sexual harassment now these days. By the way some people act. Yes. Now we will continue on with this. The best way to... Road. The best way to get an idea of what's going on is to speak to those in the firing line. So today we're focusing on those most affected by Twitch's lack of moderation, oversight, and action. We spoke about successful streamers with large audiences and those just starting out about the state of moderation on Twitch, where their service is failing to protect users, and where it can improve. It's been several hours since I recorded the last episode. And since then I went on a bike ride and shit, and I'm fucking knackered. I'm doing this because I want to do it. Alright. So yeah. Oh, right. Let me just give me a second. I'm just trying to overcome fatigue. Just trying to slowly overcome fatiguers. Okay, I'm back on now. Following last week's articles, we put out a call for Twitch users with fewer than 100 subscribers who had experienced harassment and who had quit the service due to the lack of support. We are absolutely inundated with responses to the extent that this post could have been 10,000 plus words long, and this is the only fraction of the shocking stories people had to share. Of particular note, the number of people in minority groups or with physical disability had been targeted. Oh god. Oh. I should not be dealing with this in my current state of mind. Here we go. Rain XR. Yes, I first joined Twitch a year ago, and since then I have had many people giving me abuse simply because I'm physically mute. Oh, that means you can't speak, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm clever. I have a Twitch command line that tells people what it is and what it is I have and why they can't hear me talk. But that doesn't help. I have been called all the names under the sun. Not even Gary. Wow, that was fun. I don't agree with these bullies, right? Just so you know. I've also had online stalk who, to this day, I don't know the identity of, and which has done nothing to help me stop them. Nice use of a non-gender binary term now. Women can be stalkers too, you know. You can. Please don't say it's going to end already. For fuck's sake. Right, I'll just stick her into randoms and then we'll continue until we finish the article, alright? I think more off than I did the last. We'll continue in endless. We'll continue in endless, yeah. We'll continue in endless. That's a word that makes. That's a real word. We'll continue. Right, there we are. Anyway, I've also done online stuff today and Twitch. I reported them multiple times for coming into my streams and just making me aware that they were watching me. Twitch didn't do anything. I presume they made him aware that they were watching him in a malicious manner. Because someone's saying, "Oh, hi, I'm your fan, yay, I'm here, yay." It's not really that malicious, but really. I'm watching you. That's probably what it's like, that one. Anyway, let's go. Hellcat Queen. This is what story is from. Oh. I recognise them by the username. They have been following me around for a while. They had an issue with me just because I'm trans, and I was a moderator for a site they were banned from. Oh god, that's... Oh dear. Whoever's doing this person is clearly got something wrong with them. Oh, for fuck's sake. Excuse me, sir. Can I please talk to the man in charge of this stream? He listed as gender wrong. There's a quote according to this Hellcat Queen from a guy. I banned him and several of his friends who had swarmed me with transphobic harassment. Others tried to get me to stop banning them, telling me I was a bad streamer, or if I kept up, no one would be left to watch. I banned them all eventually. Twitch did nothing, but I don't feel like there was anything they could do. I'm worried those harassing users might come back, but I also don't want to give in and let them win. I'm currently no longer streaming as much as I wish I could. Come back to the platform. Took several posts in there for reasons unknown. Anyway. Wow! That's a long line. We'll pick it up in the truck. Hey, it's a coastal line now, hey. Anyway, The Sage. My story starts around 3 years ago on Twitch. I was fortunate enough to get my hands on Alpha Key for Hearthstone. I started my first stream and I got immediately around 100 people in my chat. After 3 to 4 days, I had over 300 people watching me. I was struggling to learn the unreleased game. With the struggling came the hate, backseat gaming, and even hate speech. People were claiming I was a Nazi and I should kill myself. How they came to that assumption? How those people came to that assumption that this Sage guy was a Nazi, I have no idea. But I sort of want to know how they, if they were just doing it, like, just to annoy him, alright, but if they're doing it just to annoy him, that's bad, but if they generally had found evidence or something, I want to know what it is. People are telling me I should go get guns so another streamer better at the game could play instead. I didn't have any human mods. After 3 days, I quit Twitch. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. This client killing hasn't heard the reason. If you don't like it, you don't need to say. Anyway. Across the accounts of harassment on Twitch, the same story kept popping up. Similar creators with fewer than 100 scams would get hit early on with a wave of harassment, and Twitch's boarding and moderation tools was simply not up to the job, protecting those users in real time. Twitch is a live streaming service, but its moderation practices are slow. We'll get the last theme line. Kyoto. I've got Kyoto. I forgot how to pronounce it already. No. Kotaku. That's it, brain. Well done. Has its first-hand experience of Twitch's response times against harassment. On Friday, we reported 2 harassment-focused Twitch accounts, both through the on-site reporting tools and direct email to Twitch stuff, including the evidence. And 5 days later, all 25 accounts are still active. We're a media outlet, and we can't get a response, which emphasizes how hopeless this whole process must feel to the individuals. So what can be done? We asked long-term Twitch creators about their experiences on the platform, where they see problems are coming from, how they would go about improving things for new creators and moderation teams. This quote is from A Nerd Cubed. And there must be at least 3 of them, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Incidentally, he didn't make me aware of this game, so yeah, thank you, Mr. Daniel. Anyway, Twitch, like YouTube, lets you block certain mods from chat. There are automatic lists. You can opt out and create your own. I have an extensive list that updates regularly, but all this does is removes comments featuring that word. That's great, but I'd love a system where if someone uses X number of your ban words or over a certain time, you can suspend or even block them from your chat or channel automatically while you're mid-stream. Yeah, it seems like a nice feature. You could get a chat bot, but yeah, again, this is about Twitch's inbuilt moderation systems, not having to use third-party systems. At the moment, no automated systems are good at taking down comments that don't use words on these block lists. Just common words and phrases set to offend without anything blockable in them. At the moment, we get around this by adding strings of words like block to block lists after the fact. Maybe Twitch could run a new, regularly updated block list that stops more recent harassment phrases, /memes, etc. I will always be in support of muting systems. It makes Twitch bearable these days. Mute comments that trip the banned words list, and leave the comments thinking they were heard, so they don't just make a new account and get around your moderation. This sounds like an interesting idea. It does. Oh, I'm not really the best. Wrote all and stuff. Oh. Anyway, Lux Castanas, this is another quick. I'm in the middle of recording a video. Shit. This quote is from Lux Castanas. When I first joined Twitch, it was pretty vapid, mainly because the viewers didn't really know the rules or what was acceptable in my community. However, it only took a few months of running Moobot and having a really solid team of moderators to get into state it's in now, which is a warm, friendly atmosphere with no nonsense attitude to trolls or abuse. I'm looking ahead those resources available to me. Hang on. And let me get a second, I'll pop into Change. I was very lucky that I had volunteers, but I do agree there should be more in support of smaller channels, even if that's just more active responses regarding reports of abuse. Moobot and other moderation bots are great up to a point, but can't step in if there's an active issue helping in real time. This means the streamer has to pause to deal with the situation, which can be distracting or upsetting and can lead to individual causing drama, ultimately getting what they want. We should just call this thing the circle line. We should remove the triangle. We'll move it from the triangle, we'll call it's now the circle line. Now it is definitely the circle line. Call it the circle line. Anyway. Where was I? I appreciate this. It's a challenging area to try and tackle. Perhaps a similar setup to where recommended artists for emotes might work. Where users with a clear record can sign up as volunteers to help moderate for smaller streams. Once again, though, that does put up emphasis back on the community to clean up Twitch, instead of Twitch putting in the effort to clean it up themselves. It also doesn't account for differences in what streamer would deem acceptable in their chat. I think issues such as repeat harassment and stalking need to be handled in a more directly than your average abuse report, due to the nature of how laws are changing regarding online abuse. People need to know that their reports are being acknowledged and stored away safely, that the action is intended happening, and that right now people are not informed of the results of these kind of reports. It sounds so really nice. Just getting a certain amount of people in through the doors. I don't think automated mod tools can achieve this in the manner that's needed. They're great starting bits, but if you set them up correctly for you and your audience, but that doesn't have the finesse to see the bigger picture or help the streamer emotionally cope with the deliberate abuse that doesn't trip set blocked words. At least acknowledge the automated bots that they can actually do something, but not do everything. Which is pretty much what happens with automated center blocks. It's how people can, like schools can get certain words into Google, because there are several British towns and stuff which have swear words in them, like Scunthorpe, for example, which is spelled Scunthorpe. Yes, it really has that. Yes, it's really spelling it. Like, I'm not making it up. Yes, and they've obviously put this, and obviously they put like someone will be like at work, and they'll put like, what's this Google Maps thing? I want to see this. I want to see about the hotel. This Google Maps thing. They put the type name in, and obviously because it has a swear word in it, it will come off as blocked. So obviously the have to finesse their blocking servers, their list of block names, to please Scunthorpe through the process. If you get rid of those, to be honest, Scunthorpe is pretty dodgy. So it's probably for the best that it's banned from their searchable results. It's also Penis Town. Google that when you're Anyway, I've got another quote from Tanya D. Pass. I've become way more cautious since I started on Twitch. Not as open. Anyone who starts asking a bunch of questions in my chat immediately raises a red flag. No matter if they are a new viewer, curious about the streamer, or an actual harasser. I've got more safeguards and moderating tools in use than when I started. Over time, I've kept ramping it up. Alright. I'm guessing once you get them that you're vetted, you're probably more easily open to questions. Like, if someone goes, are you okay? Something, you'll probably be fine with it. It probably depends on this question, to be honest with you. She probably isn't going in for the whole malicious, I'm not happy with you or dealio, but she's going to protect herself. I think it's a she anyway, I'm not sure. Tanya, that's a fake mum's name, isn't it? Yeah. Which is the auto mod feature, which can be used to filter out certain words, but you still have to be able to respond to things depending on the level you choose. One which is very relaxed, 4 which is very super strict. I think Twitch. That's on me because someone else. I think Twitch can give streamers a package to manage moderation and make it useful and responsive. Then it could be useful. Give me a way to ban, report, and get a response in one package deal. It would be fantastic. One thing they don't do is respond to a report of harassment, whether successful or not. Reporting abuse/harassment leaves an open-ended problem for the caster. We don't know if action was taken or not, so it makes reporting less feel useless. They just tell you the report was received. It's even less useful than Twitter's reporting, which at least tells you they aren't doing anything with your report. I've had a better look reporting tech issues than harassment issues. For some reason, it seems like Steam support seems better than Twitch anti-harassment service. Because at least with Steam support, a member of the community is eventually going to step in. But it seems with Twitch, you can't do fuck all. No. Yeah. Often you get language barriers or people who just don't know the ways folks use Twitch and interact, etc. You can get somebody who comes off in a bad way, but really is just curious about the streamer or what they're playing. Yeah, I understand that. Because when it does come to things like banning people and shit, it's very heavily context based. So yeah, I will say that. Yeah. A bot couldn't make that call. Auto models are great, but they just keep things from going directly to chat. The streamer and mods still have to deal with it. I would like to see Twitch expand the phrases that will trip automod. I'd like them to see them talk to streamers who have been harassed and get info from them. Follow up reports of harassment and actually ban people. Keep them from creating new accounts by IP banning and similar measures. Don't make it easy for banned users to return to the platform. Now with IP banning, you could always get yourself a new IP sorted out. But I don't know how to do that, but I presume you've got to put a bit of effort into it other than creating a fake email address and then signing up with this for a new account. If someone is banned from selling something like what happened to Carly, then leave them banned. If not, it tells me clearly that Twitch is siding with the harassers when they ban a harasser and days later reverse it. This seems like an incredibly bad situation. From streams starting out to full-time creators, the people who actually use Twitch seem to have a firm idea of the problems and a good idea of for the solutions. But there's a sense among many who we spoke to that Twitch is detached and basically trying not to engage. If they lose 10 users for harassment, there are 50 more signing up, so why worry? It's easy to forget that Twitch is no longer some plucky underdog, but $1 billion tech company owned by Amazon. Its business is live streaming, and the strain of this culture has led to bringing a targeted harassment needs to be confronted sooner rather than later. It shouldn't only be acting on reports of harassment, which is currently doing a bad job of, but giving those who report the decency of a response. Twitch needs to improve the harassment multi-muting tools that creators can use and self-police. Educate new streamers in what they can do, and take a lead role in improving the culture it enables and is built around. And yes, it needs that thing that tech companies hate: more humans who can make moderation judgment calls when automotive doesn't cut it. More than anything, Twitch needs to listen to the victims of harassment, or to put it another way, their customers. Kotaku, let's say Kotaku UK, has been flooded with people wanting to tell us about awful experiences, and many feel that no one at Twitch is listening. There is no magic bullet for the problem of online harassment, of course, and it will be an ongoing battle for tech companies. But just because something's hard to solve doesn't mean they shouldn't get away with not trying, which is quite good. Yeah, this seems like a really sticky situation, but a lot of online harassment. You definitely need humans to moderate this online harassment stuff, because a decent chunk, maybe not the majority, but a nice sizable chunk of online harassment could just be people doing it out of frustration, like not really realising they're doing it, or they're joking. Like maybe like you're such a bitch, but they're doing it in a joking way or something. And obviously the streamer knows he's doing it in a joking way, but obviously it will trip up like some sort of auto moderation thing. And which is why we need humans, because humans need to look through the chat box and check the context of the situation. And obviously call the streamer and see how the streamer reacts. Excuse me, and check the context of the situation. Because context is key in this situation. Yeah, some people are there just to cause havoc. Some people are there, but they don't really know they're doing anything bad, because maybe they're from another culture, and in their culture, what they're doing is not considered bad, but the culture of the streamer, it is a bad thing that they're doing. Get my point? It's really a context situation mainly, and we need humans just to mediate over it. Go, yeah, that's that. Anyway, that's my thought on this article. I think we need more humans involved, and Twitch definitely needs to take up a more active role in it. It's motivation, but yes, this has been Alistair for this Fluffy Games. For the meet, it's have made me in the JD Challenge for the 19th of August 2017. Goodbye.